Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I think one of the funnest things about keeping tarantulas and other spiders is seeing the amazing webs that they create. Spiders are incredible architects, and some species build the most beautiful and intricate structures. This is the enclosure for my golden blue-leg baboon tarantula. It's just a spiderling that I've only had for a few months, and even as a baby, it's created an amazing web that includes burrows in the substrate and multiple entrances and exits. This tarantula is almost always hiding, so I don't see it very often, but I know it's alive because it keeps adding on to this web. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this spider will create when it grows to an adult size. And one of my favorite webs right now is this one that was built by this barn funnel weaver spider. This is another spider that I don't see much of, except for its little feet sticking out of the entrance to its web. It spends almost all of its time in this tornado-shaped funnel waiting for prey to come by. And right now it's caught a cricket to eat. But what I think is really beautiful is this thin sheet of silk that hovers over this entire piece of bark. This thin sheet of silk is attached at the top of this bark and extends all the way down to the ground. And the camera doesn't even do it justice for how beautiful this web is. I assume that the purpose of this sheet is to alert the spider to its prey when it moves across the web. But by far the master web builder of my family has to be my Carabina versicolor tarantula, Peanut. About 4 months ago, Peanut finally came out of hiding after a very long period of molting. Then, over a period of several weeks, Peanut worked very hard, bit by bit, at remodeling her web. When I first built this enclosure for her, I put this bark tube in, expecting her to make her new home in it. But being an arboreal tarantula, she went straight for the highest corner instead. But now she's finally embraced the tube of bark and is using it to create the most amazing structure. Peanut's enclosure is on my desk in my office, and I really enjoy having her in there with me. Since I work in there every day, I get to see her a lot and pay close attention to whatever's going on with her. So I've been able to document her progress as she's completed her construction. Much of this web is inside the tube of bark, and she'd sit at the entrance with her butt inside and her little spinnerets working like crazy. And it was interesting because as I watched her, it sometimes looked like what she was doing was pretty random. But then when you see the results of her work, it's obvious she knew exactly what she was doing. And over a period of about 4 weeks, Peanut worked on and off, building and constructing, until at a certain point she felt satisfied with her work. Then, about a week ago, I noticed that the skin on her abdomen had turned almost black, and I knew that she was getting ready for yet another molt. And she seemed to be not coming out of her web, so I figured that's exactly what she's getting ready to do. I wanted to raise the humidity in the enclosure to help her with the molting process, so I misted down all the walls of the enclosure. And I realized she must have been very thirsty because what she did was amazing. I've seen Peanut get a drink before, but this time she came out of her web and literally dragged her body over every inch of one side of the enclosure, drinking and soaking up as much water as she possibly could. And she did this for about an hour and then finally retreated back to her web. And now I know she's definitely molting because she's webbed all the entrances and exits closed. And this is the final result of all her hard work. It blows my mind that such a creature can create such a beautiful thing. And it's truly an amazing and beautiful thing. So we'll see Peanut again after she gets finished molting, but who knows when that will be. It could be weeks or it could be months. That's just up to her. And that's just the nature of keeping tarantulas. Sometimes it takes a little bit of patience. But not to worry, because in the meantime, there's always something happening in the reptile room that I'll be able to show you. So now would be a good time to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.